Gentlemen, it was supposed to be a happy video today, but instead, we are watching CHOVY'S last game in NA. Today, spoilers alert, he lost to DRX, to Zeka in the mid lane, and it was a pretty pathetic performance in the semi-finals from Chovy, who a lot of people, including myself, claimed as the best mid in the world going into the tournament. And he's gone. Bake is in the final, Zek is in the final, 2 mid laners left. If someone told me that the 4th seed of Korea, DRX, who were in play-ins, was going to be making their way to the finals, I would have told them, you're delusional, you are stupid, and that's pretty much it. But it's them. It's Deft. He's going for it. And hats off, because Zeka has had to face some of the best mids of the tournament, and he's actually stood out against all of them. He even stood out. He stood against Knight, against Chovy, these huge names, man, and he's able to come out ahead. Is he the future of mid lane? Perhaps. Is Chovy terrible and everyone needs to, because he had one bad series? No, Chovy has actually had a very good Worlds. He's had a very good, Chovy's had, dude, I'm going to take away from Chovy. LCK final. He literally hard carried his entire team, especially last year, just absolutely dominating the mid lane. You can't take away what this guy's done in the past few years of one bad series. But he's either undisputable, undeniable best mid in the world like we were hyping him up to me. I don't think so. I think there's some contenders at the moment, and Zeka is one of them. Faker in his current form is disgusting. Faker may actually be the best mid in the world right now. I'm not even kidding. Which is weird because coming into Worlds, I was going to say he might not even make the top 5 list. As Chovy, against this Syndra matchup here, Flash is terrible all in. Actually gets soloed underneath the tower, going to lose all the CS. And I'm not sure what's happened to Chovy. He's just peaked at the wrong times. He looked very good at the start of Worlds, and he's just fallen off like a truck. I don't know whether it's being away from Korea for such a long time. I don't know if it's playing so much NA SOLOQ. He's really lost his prowess. But he's going home, and his legacy, it's always going to have this semi-final loss on its mark. If he were to win Worlds this year, I was going to put him in contention, you know, as having potential to have one of the best careers, the best paths. And I'm not going to take everything away from him here, but like, I'm going to take a little bit away from him. It definitely taints his career. Whilst Faker the GOAT, looking very pretty. Zed in the meta at the moment, by the way, guys. Chovy's been playing a lot of it in any solo queue, and it's actually really good at the moment. We're seeing way more Syndra picked in solo queue, and Zed does tremendously well. Itemization against Zed's hard because, number 1, Seekers was nerfed. Number 2, Stopwatch costs an extra 100 gold. Hourglass is more expensive. So Zed just automatically got a buff. Plus, Zed got a buff of like, I don't know, 3 patches or 4 patches ago in the mid lane as well. I think he's actually one of the best solo queue climbers right now in mid lane. But if you're looking to learn Zed, probably learn from Z99 and not Chovy. A lot of these pro players play these champions, even Faker, I'm sorry to say, but they don't play them that proficient. You'll see in some of their combos a little bit slow, some of their wave clear, some of their this, their that. It's just not as proficient as these insane 10,000 game one tricks. Showmaker is a good Yasuo, Caps is a good Yasuo, but they're not P-Zang Yasuo. There's a ward there, buddy. And I've got to say, today was the only series I've ever seen Chovy consistently losing mid and down CS. And when he was up CS, like, it was because he was just off farming and not contributing to his team. It just goes to show there's definitely different ways to play mid. Baker, not necessarily the high CSer, but the team player. Was it 2019? Doinby had this mid lane style where he was perma roaming and not CSing. He played Rise and just roamed around, and it really did work. Chovy is much less of that. He's pretty much the stark opposite. While Zeka seems to be able to do both at the moment, contribute to his team more, plus keep up and farm. Best of both worlds. Whilst Chovy kind of, I feel as though he tunnel visions on farm sometimes. Was Tyler1 right? Wait a second. What was Tyler's quote? Does anyone have it in the comments? He had that quote about Chovy, how he's so predictable with CS and it'll just find him on the side lane waves. Maybe he was right all along. Not often I'll agree with that individual, but I think on this statement, maybe he was true. As we are down 10 CS here on the Syndra. It's Syndra's early game. It's a little bit annoying as Zed. You gotta dodge all the Qs. Level 6 all in. Zed just takes off. Chovy. Doesn't have flash, has ult ignite. Syndra has level advantage though. The Syndra's running electric ignite. That's a bit aggressive. Definitely adds a little bit of punch to her package. Whilst if you go for something like the first strike that Nemesis goes, once you run first strike and TP on the Syndra, you kind of... Jesus, you miss those Qs. You have no all-in pressure early. And the enemy is just able to freely play the lane however they want. Man, I can't believe DRX are in finals. I can't believe it. The storyline. For those that don't know... That's so lucky. For those that don't know, Deft and Faker both debuted, I believe, in 2013. And they both actually went to the same high school. They literally went to the same high school in Korea. Deft thought he was a really good player and everyone was hyping him up. But then there was rumors of another guy in the class next to him that was even better. At that time, Deft was like rank 100. The other guy in the other classroom, Faker, he was rank 1. He was the king. And now they're against each other in the finals. Kind of like a... Is it like a K-drama, like an anime? I don't know. Maybe. Might just be a coincidence. I think a lot of pros... It does happen pretty often where a lot of pros like come from the same schools. But maybe that's just because those schools, League was so hyped and it was competitive and they got an early start. I don't know. Maybe those schools will want to support the gaming and not take away from it. This Syndra's going for all early game damage. Jesus. Bobby Fischerman. Bobby Fischer, for those that don't know, was our chess grandmaster. I think he was rank 1 for a long time. Held the highest elo in chess for a bit and then went off the radar. Stopped playing. But allegedly he kept playing online. But no one has confirmation. Maybe one day I'll go offline. And you'll see an account called Dopaslayer 2777612. And everyone will be like, is that him? Is that Midbeast? He's still playing? Is that Grandpa? This is season 57. Is that he's still... Yes, I'm the rank 1 player. That's me. You'll know. As this game is... Honestly, I'm just waiting for some all-ins. I'm carrying it with my funny remarks, but like, Chovy, can we get some all-ins? I want to see a little bit of aggression here. A little bit more aggression than what you showed in this series against DRX today. And honestly... I'm very happy with how Worlds has gone. Yes. Ooh. Insta ult. Dead. He doesn't know what he's doing. Just clowning around. Now, do remember, chat, that Chovy didn't participate in Champions Queue. However, Zeka did. Faker did. Was this an ego thing for Chovy? Did he think he was too good for Champions Queue and then potentially that's why he hasn't been able to keep up in prime form like the others? I don't know. Maybe. Zachary picks up the Karma. Team doing a lot of heavy lifting here for Chovy. Old Jeremy. God, yeah, I was going to say, like, Worlds has been so action-packed, bro. We've been blessed with so many good series this year. The meta, in my opinion, has been pretty fun to watch. It hasn't been like... I mean, yes, it's been a lot of Azir, but also, champions like Akali and Sylas has so much playmaking potential. I really enjoy watching those type of champions, even if they're picked that often. It's fine. As long as it's not just Corki, Azir, Victor, Perma... That W, he tried to go over that 100. Oh my god! And he actually just doesn't look like himself in this game. Do you think? He's down 30 farm, making terrible decisions. He just looks off. I think NA SOLOQ might have got to him. Misses home. You gotta understand, these players are away for like... Ooh, ah. Wow. You doubt the master. And he shows up. They've been away from home for a long time, and some of these players are pretty young still, and I definitely do think they would get homesick. But as I was saying, I don't want to do any like Chovy bashing, guys. The guy's still one of the best, if not still the best mid in the world. One bad series doesn't mean anything. If he had dominated the series, dominated the finals, he would be, people would just say best mid in the world, obviously. It's like, it's just one bad, but I don't know. Maybe Zeker is. It's hard for me to, I want to jump the gun, but I'm going to be reserved. I'll be responsible with my predictions. I'm wondering what you guys think of world final predictions. My guess is T1 3-0. I love DRX, but the way T1 are playing, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a T1 3-0. Baker's going to hoist the trophy, and I'm genuinely going to bawl my eyes out like a little kid that's lost his entire family in a train wreck. I swear I will. In game, of course. Rest in peace, that kid's family. What do we got here? 1k gold ahead. Got a Vayne split pushing against Aatrox. Comp looking pretty good for blue side, but Ezreal's very fed. Long live Ziz. Love the Nautilus name. Syndra still doesn't have the stopwatch. We can start playing a little bit more aggressive. Big shutdown onto the Kai'Sa. Oh. Oh. He's going to go for this. He has ult. What has happened to this guy? I've never seen him make so many mechanical micro mistakes than, like, I've never seen this many mistakes. This game was played like a day before the finals. His hand seems slow. What's happened? And it's surprising to me that Pyosik played so well today. For those that don't know, Pyosik has inted me in Korea several times. People have nicknamed him Pyo Shit. But he's been able to have one of the best, honestly, one of the best tournaments. After being so... Everybody said he was the, you know, pretty weak factor for DRX. But he's just shown up, bro. So consistent, so well. I want to eat what he's eating. He's eating... No, I'm not going to say. Let's keep this video monetized. As we have the Prowler's Claw. Until Syndra gets Hourglass, every time Chovy has ult, there should be a kill here. Almost gets hit by that Aatrox W. Any free kills? No ultimate. He could have taken that W, went 1-for-1 on the Ezreal. Doesn't opt to go for it. And I wonder if Faker's got any spicy picks to pull out in the finals. He's been playing a lot of Ryze, a lot of Galio. I think he'll play a lot of Talia as well. In the finals... Oh my god, this game is such a fiesta. In World Championship games like this, actually good play here by Chovy. Does have ultimate. Dude, roaming champions, like things like the Nocturne, the Galio, the Talia, even TF, I don't think is that bad. In a best of 5 world finals, like it just changes the dynamics of how the game's played. People are nervous. They're nervous to make plays. They don't know what to do. We saw what that Nocturne pick did for T1 up against JDG. T1s have been having pretty good drafts. Edge of Night completed. This is going to enable him to try and dodge out on a couple of those Syndra skill shots. In Chovy fashion, we're going to take some camps. Only 120 farm at 17 minutes, guys. I wonder what's going to happen with the Gen G roster next year. Like, they had such a dominating domestic local performance. Like, they absolutely dominated the LCK. But they just fell apart during Worlds. I don't know. Maybe... I hate seeing rosters like this get split up, but it just always ends up happening. I want a little bit of consistency like the Dam one. Like, just get a team that sticks together for a while. Alt. W, Prowlers. Pops back. Thank you very much, you silly little girl. We're going to pick up that kill. Pick up the Gromp. This is what Zed does best. Picks the side lane. You need to have perfect map awareness as he assesses the map. Baron goes over to the Zac. Rift Herald, sorry, in 18 minutes. Jeez. Chovy, by the way, finishes Grandmaster in NA. 78% win rate. Highest win rate out of all pros in solo queue. Ono is currently the #1 pro. He is 1500 LP challenger, rank 5, I think. Might be able to get rank 1 before he leaves. And I haven't been able to find DRX accounts. Def told me, and by telling me, I just watched him type into one of the chats in the Champions queue saying he doesn't have an account for solo queue in NA. I don't know any of DRX's accounts. Does no one in DRX play NA solo queue? Wait a minute. And Chovy only plays NA solo. I'm actually seeing a bit of a trend here. And the trend is maybe the less NA solo queue you play, the better chance you have of winning Worlds. Watch comes out from Syndra. W up is now. Prowlers. That was actually really nice. Q's almost take that Karma out. Chovy playing with him now. Gonna try and get a Hextech portal out if he can find it. Die. I don't think it's livable, but if it's Baron is about to spawn, the longer he can stall, he will go down. Zac started up the Nash. Vayne and Kai'Sa on the way. I reckon they can rush this down. This might... That play... Do you see, like, just stalling for as long as possible here? It could be a bit of a game changer. Beautiful. Really good NA macro, surprisingly. Chovy now picks up the Youmuu's Ghostblade. Should make his way towards the Serraldo's Grudge into like a GA or something like that. Honestly, the best thing about the 80 champions is itemization. You have so many different build paths as opposed to AP. It feels like we really don't. And I've been complaining about this for a while now. I still feel like... And yes, we do have a bunch of different mythics and this and that. I still want a little bit more options for us mid lane mages. And yes, I'm biased because I only really play mages. You're right. But I'm allowed to be biased because it's a free country. God damn it. Oh. Alright, Syndra, no. Wow. He lets her live? He lets her live for the farm? Is she there? Oh, yeah, big boy. Now you just wait. Okay, Syndra, that was a waste of a 2-minute. Boom. Only pull ultimate, and this is the biggest thing rookie Zeds do. Pull ultimate to dodge skill shots in CC. See you, Graves. Oh, we have ult. We can kill this. Zac lands has a couple abilities. We're just gonna try and wait for the Nautilus. Nautilus does have ult. Chovy waiting. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute. Finally pops his ultimate. They take down the Graves. They take down the Ezreal. Gonna win Worlds drops as well. Chovy 10-5. Pretty good game. He had a terrible early game in my opinion. But this is just the nature of Zed sometimes. And I'm getting a lot of people spamming in like my chat and my Discord. Chokey. They're giving Chovy the nickname Chokey because he always chokes when it comes down to the games that matter most. And I don't like that. It's quite disrespectful. Do they have a point? I don't. Come on. Come on. It's one bad series. Oh. Could happen to anyone. 23 minutes. 3 dragons. Honestly, we're strong enough where we can just install anyone. Land all the shurikens. Ult. Prowler. Jesus. Oh my god. The Nautilus got cancelled onto the Syndra. I don't think it matters though. This Vayne is absolutely space gliding. And I wonder why. Like, tell me why Chovy has played like 6-7 games of Zed in NA SOLOQ when like he was never gonna pull out Zed on stage. Is that, in your opinion, inefficient practice? Yes or no, chat? Like, tell me, why practice a champion you're not gonna play at Worlds in SOLOQ? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you practicing for? Was this seriously a secret counter pick that he had that he was putting time into to be proficient? Or could he put more time into Rise to try and emulate Fakers, which he failed to do on stage? I don't know. Sometimes SOLOQ is good for players to wind down and just play. But then, I don't know. You can always be learning, that's what I say. And I always am. Serralda's Grudge almost completed. 8,000 gold lead here for blue side. Pretty cool game. I'm enjoying it. This Kai'Sa build looking sexy. Go in. Wait. Ultimate. Ezreal. Dead. Prowlers. Looks for the Karma. Hey. How did that... What? We're not able to exterminate anybody. And we're going to have to go back with 10 health. Finally, the Vayne comes in. Hi, I'm Gosu. Shut down. Wait. His ultimate is almost back up in 5 secs. They have vision on the Graves. They might go for it. Here we go. Ult. Kai'Sa just cleans up. Are they able to end? Syndra in 5. No. Ezreal up. Absolutely not. Cannot end. Chovy gonna try and get a couple of extra CS. Can't do it. Z mechanic's pretty average, I'll be honest. Vayne's gonna secure. Third dragon, Hextech. Late game is definitely blue side favorite. 2 Giga Tanks, a Vayne Kai'Sa with a goddamn Z. Growlers, Q. No AP is the only problem for blue side, but it doesn't really matter. I honestly think, and this might be a hot take, but damage composition doesn't matter as much as you Silvers think. Having a full AD team or a full AP team, a lot of the time, you get too fixated on it, and it's still a winnable game, but you get oh no, he's bought a Hex String code, we can't win. Just buy a Void. Just buy some penetration, it's still winnable games. You get really fixated on that stuff, I've noticed. Enemy team absolutely ace. Chovy gonna run through mid, end the game. Only has to try and take out the Ezreal, and he's got it. Let's see. I'm here, Ezreal. I'm here, buddy. Yep. Exhaust. Can't exhaust that, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it from today's Chovy review. The last game in NA. Obviously, he was probably my favorite player coming into Worlds. I'm sad, but I'm happy to see Zeka starting to pop off, and I'm super excited for the final mid lane matchup, Zeka versus Faker. Hope you boys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.